currently being introduced. Hello and welcome wherever you may be watching right around Australia, the world, maybe the great city of Geelong. Justin Nelson with you. It's Game 2, best of 3 series. The team being introduced in front of you, the Ringwood Hawks, lead the series 1-0. They are on foreign soil tonight. They are taking on the Corio Bay Stingrays, who came home during the week with their tail between their legs after a 95-70 loss last week in Game 1. The home team being introduced right now. You can hear the crowd. It's a big one. And one man who has entertained this crowd many, many times over the years. We put the SOS out during the week to get him in the commentary box tonight for all of his fans right around Geelong. And there are thousands of them, let me tell you. Paul Hutchinson's with us tonight. Welcome, Hutchie. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Justin. Thanks for having me on BigV TV, mate. And must say I'm looking forward to this match.
Hey, the amount of people who just glanced your way and gave you a nod and the wink on the way in, mate. You are just a legend in these parts. And tonight you get to see it from a different perspective. The Stingrays, plenty of your former teammates being introduced right now. They've got a bit of work to do.
Yeah, they do. Lucky thing for them, they finished on top. They had a fantastic season and incredibly tough to beat at home, and they're going to need to do it twice.
Well, they went down by 25 points last week on the road. We're about to hear the national anthem, and very similar to last week, arm in arm, the Stingrays and the Ringwood Hawks, as we can see on our screen at the moment. They look like a hodgepodge, don't they? They're all over the place, but they're cool, calm and collected. That's the way they do things.
They're very, very calm. It's a good sign. No jitters. They're ready to go.
All right, everybody upstanding for the national anthem. Game 2, grand final series of 2016. BigV state champ men coming your way. Here's the national anthem. So there we go, 5 minutes away from tip-off tonight. The Ringwood Hawks on the road. They've done this before, Hutchie. They've been here. They've been one down, and they've gone bang, bang. They've won on this court. The difference tonight compared to a couple of years ago is they're one up.
Yes, they are. And thanks for reminding me about that too. Unfortunately, I was a part of that. But, yeah, look, speaking to a couple of the Ringwood players before, they're quietly confident. They don't want to come back here tomorrow. They wanted to finish tonight.
Let's have a look at some of the stars tonight. We'll start off with Nate Champion. He's had a wonderful season. Second season player with the Ringwood Hawks. One of their guns. Goes at over 16 a game. You know he's going to figure prominently tonight. Yeah,
look, he's lights out. Leave him open to your detriment. He's a good rebounding guard too. 4.5 a game. He's dangerous.
Matt Fennell last week was an absolute superstar. He averages 13.5. Last week he scored 27. Yep. He dropped 5 from downtown. Without Marlowe on the court, he was on fire.
Yeah, if you've got Fennell stepping out and making 5 threes on you, it's going to be a long night. He's used to the ground and pound, the mid-range jump shot. If he's shooting like that, it's going to be a long night for the Stingrays.
One of the smartest plays in the competition over the last decade is Matt Snowball. The big thing with Snowy is the assists.
Yep.
He rarely turns the ball over. He brings other players into the game. He was terrific last week.
Oh, he does everything, Snowball. If the team needs a score, he's a much maligned scorer. People think he can't, but he can put the ball in the hole just as well as anybody. Creates for his teammates, and when you've got shooters on the wings like Ringwood do, you'd love to be the point guard.
Let's have a look at the stars for the Corio Bay Stingrays. First of all, Trevon Slayton. 15 and 12, 3 assists per game. He was okay last week. He's going to need to be spectacular tonight.
Yeah, I think for the Stingrays to win tonight, he's going to have to go above his season averages. I think we're going to need 20 and 15 from him.
Marlowe Hicks, there's a lot on his shoulders tonight. We know what he's capable of doing. The big thing is he's got to stay on the court. Last week he was cruelled by fouls. Certainly one of those fouls riled the Corio Bay Stingrays, and for good reason.
Yep.
Anyway, you've got to ride the bumps. That's the way the game goes. He needs to stay out of foul trouble tonight.
Yeah, I think Marlo knows that himself. He knows he needs to be on the floor for his team. Expect a still aggressive Marlo Hicks defensively, but I think a little bit smarter.
Jason Reardon, we spoke to him before the game tonight. He's probably put up 150 to 200 shots in warm-ups. He was here from, I don't know what time it was this afternoon, but he was in full uniform, bombing them from everywhere. 16 and 8, goes at nearly 7 assists per game. They don't call him the Swiss Army knife for nothing on BigV TV. He does absolutely everything. Did not shoot well last week. It's not often. He doesn't shoot well 2 weeks in a row, let alone on his home track. Yeah,
exactly. Look, he took a couple really late in the game, really deep, with the game over. Yeah, he's going to need to shoot well, but the other facets of the game that Jace does well, you'll see it tonight. He'll go close to a triple-double, I have no doubts.
A couple of other players to keep an eye on for the home team tonight. Michael Rebula, the other starters, Michael Rebula and Dondre Walker. Both did not play at their best last week. Rebula copped some foul trouble early, and Dondre Walker did his ankle early in that game and missed basically the second half. The good news for Corio Bay Stingray fans is Dondre Walker is out there, he's warmed up fully, and he will be starting tonight. Yeah, look,
Rebs is a fantastic player, just a great slasher, gets to the right spots. Turn your head on him defensively and he's going to backdoor you and get an easy cheapie. Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Now listen, we know who you're going to go for, because if you didn't go for the Stingrays,
I'd get necked.
There's a fair chance you won't get out of here alive. Can they get up tonight?
Oh, look, I think a lot's got to go right for Corio Bay. I just think Ringwood's depth is a concern. Stingrays can't afford to have 2 or 3 guys down again. If that happens, it's going to be a long night for them.
I think the other thing, you look back to game 1, Logan Lowell came out and shot the lights out for Ringwood early, was absolutely on fire. Now, he's a streaky guy.
Yep.
He's been as inconsistent as any player in the competition this season, and I reckon he'd admit that himself. In fact, he spent a long time this season coming off the bench, trying to run him into some form. But when he is in form, when he is running hot, and we saw the best of it last week, he does not miss. They have to make sure that there is massive pressure on him early.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just him. I mean, they got Willie coming off the bench. They got Truman coming off the bench. These guys can flat out score the ball. The defense wins championships, as you know. So the team that brings it is going to win this.
Well, at one stage last week, Hutchie, in game 1, Ringwood were very much on track with some of your career best form. They had 12 of 20 from downtown at one stage. Yeah,
that's not a lot you can do about that. That's just great shooting, and a lot of that probably comes down to Snowy, hitting the people at the right time, the right moment, catching and shooting. Let's see if they can do it again.
Well, there's the two teams shaking hands. Matty Snowball there in the green at number 8. He will be a key figure tonight. Crowd, you can see here at Corio Bay, the stands are already full. We've got plenty of them behind us as well. We're just about set to go with game 2. Don't forget, folks, Corio Bay must win tonight to keep the series alive. If Ringwood win this one tonight, they will be crowned the 2016 BigV State Champ Men. Champions, premiers, title holders, call it what you like. The interesting thing also is, right in front of us tonight are the last 2 champions. Corio Bay reigning, Ringwood 2014. Yeah. Corio Bay by how much for you?
I'd like to see Corio Bay 12.
Here we go, Marlo gets things underway, and it will be the home team with possession first up. Here's Jason Reardon. Always loves to get his hands on the ball nice and early. Clayton over to Walker. Walker flicks it inside, up, and it's a miss. Right there, Hicks, though, couldn't pop it in. Rebula wins it back, gets some applause, puts it out wide to Dondre. It's a miss off hands, and Ringwood will get their first touch of the game. So a couple of early shots.
Yeah, a couple of good looks too. So Mark will be, Stingray's head coach will be happy with those 2 shots.
Here's Snowy. Set things up for the first time. Oh, nice and early, long shot. Nate Champion puts it away. His first look's a good one, and the Hawks are underway in game 2 with the first score. Here's Clayton.
Absolutely Reardon. No hesitation in that shot either. He's on.
Fennell coming back the other way, rides a bump, and it doesn't roll in. He'll go to the line for a couple, though, and an early foul called. That'll be on Dondre Walker, the number 35. And a good start for the Hawks.
Yeah, you want you want your early foul shots. You want to get to the line. You want to put the referee, let them make some decisions.
He scored 27 last week, Matt Fennell.
Yeah, he's in some good nick.
I reckon, and I've said this a number of times this season, he's in as good a form as I've seen him in his career this season.
Yeah, it's. I think the move has certainly done him well to Ringwood. He's just looks like a new player. It's been amazing the last 2 seasons.
Drops 2, Ringwood out by 4. Corio Bay look to set up again. Here's Rebula, gets it into the middle. Just couldn't take it on the way through. Walker slipped up, and now the Hawks back the other way. Here's Champion off the glass, and it's a ripping start for the Hawks. They're 6 up.
It's the defensive transition by the Stingrays. No one picking up the ball.
Again, they try and work it in from the wing, and again they turn it over the Stingrays. Champion back the other way. Now here's Lyle's first shot. It's a miss. That's a good sign for the Stingrays after last week. And Marlowe brings it down the court himself. Here's Clayton. Snowball right there with him. That's a mismatch in size. Here's Hicks' first time inside the paint.
Oh.
Turnover. So 3 turnovers now for the Stingrays early in this game.
The Stingrays had on there. I think Marlowe's a bit unlucky with that one, not to be visiting the foul line himself.
There's Snowball. Oh, fakes the handoff. Goes inside, looks to flick it back out. He does. Fennell for a long 3. And the Hawks are up and about. You'd think Coach Mark Leader may just call his troops in if they don't score this time down. They're down by 9 early in this one. The Hawks needing to win tonight to wrap it up. Stingrays needing to win to stay in it. And they have another miss.
Offensive
and I
foul.
reckon that'll go against Sean Clark. And in Sean Clark's defence, I don't think he even knew that Reardon was behind him then.
No, there wasn't a great deal in that. Almost could have been called a little bit of a flop as well by Jace, but he got away with it. So good drive by Jace. You could pretty much guarantee he was going to try and put some points on the board. Stingrays that time down the floor.
Well, they're still yet to score in this one. Here's Reardon bringing it in. Looked at Hicks, then flicks it back outside to Clayton. Rebula. Oh, Hicksy's got a big mismatch on Snowball. Knocked out of his hand by Champion, and it's yet another turnover. So proving costly for the home team right now. They're just not getting free looks. While at the other end, the Hawks are getting it all their way. They're out by 12. Big shot from Champion, and they are on fire.
Mark Leader will be looking for a timeout shortly, I think. 12-0 is not exactly the way you want to start.
Surprised he didn't take it then, to be honest.
No, I agree.
Rebula fouled on the way to the hoop, and he'll go to the line for a couple, hopefully to get his eye in. It's a 12-zip start. We haven't even gone 3 minutes in this one, and no doubt a lot of it has come at the hand of Corio Bay's mistakes.
And just a fantastic team defence by Ringwood. They're in split line, they're double teaming any penetration, they're creating that, forcing you to make that extra pass, and that extra pass is off the money, and it's leading to easy baskets the other end.
So a really nervous start here for the home team. They've just scored their first point 3 minutes in. It's a miss on the second. They trail by 11, and the Hawks will look to make them pay again. Here's Champion in and out. Snowball. Nice little step around Reardon. Flicks it back outside. Clarkey with the 3, makes it! Well, they started on fire last week, and it is a very similar situation right now. The Hawks just cannot miss, and they're out by 14. Rebula with the jumper makes it clean too. That's their first field made.
Yep, took 3.5 minutes.
Clark on a miss, retrieves, makes the second.
Just wants it more at the moment.
Transition for Ringwood is excellent. They're out by 14. Reardon underneath. Hicks nowhere to go. Gets it out. Walker, corner, miss. And again, the Hawks pick it up. They're straight back the other way, putting pressure on. Snowball looking everywhere. That's a nice pass.
Great pass.
Lyle, outside. Don't tell me Clark. Wow. There's got to be a timeout coming, surely.
He's finally called one. Yep.
When Sean Clark knocks down back-to-back threes, something's got to give. Nothing. Yes, there it is. Got to be. 20-3 is the score. Hutchie,
Wow.
the Stingrays are shell-shocked in this one. Ringwood are absolutely shooting the lights out. Can you believe Sean Clark has just knocked down back-to-back triples?
Back-to-back threes, and also gets his own rebound off a missed layup. They're here to play. They want to finish this tonight. They do not want to play tomorrow. Speaking to the Scotty Cuff, momentum is a huge factor. They need to get this game tonight, and they've come out.
Leader. Take us inside the huddle right now. What's he talking about? Because his team is absolutely shell-shocked here.
Well, he'll be talking about the Hawks' defence. It's basically a 2-3 matchup zone. You can see he's sitting there. He's basically telling the boys, look after the ball, attack the gaps. But for me, it's their transition defence.
Yep.
They're all looking at the referee to make a call. They're jogging back on D. It's their last opportunity to win a championship. You've got 2 games to win it, or it'll end tonight. So I expect to see a lot more hustle than what I'm seeing going back the other end. You miss a shot, you don't get a call, play.
2 things. Is the timeout come too late?
I would have looked at it at about 9 to 12 nil. Yep.
And the second thing is, there's absolutely no pressure on Matt Snowball bringing the ball down the floor at the moment.
No.
He's actually looking around amazed that he's got the freedom and the space that he has. That a guy that goes over 6 assists per game, you've got to get up on him early, I would have thought.
Yep, absolutely.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier.
The problem is, as I've mentioned, you've got 2 guys in the backcourt arguing with the referee over a call. Get back, guys. Help out your other teammates. They're running with them at numbers, Ringwood, and it's paying off.
Well, the Stingrays probably face their biggest task they have all season long, probably arguably in the last 2 years. Remember, they're reigning champions. I don't know that they've been in this position on their home turf that often, if ever.
No, well, when I was down here, when I was playing here, I can't ever recall being down 20 to 3.
In the background, they're down 20 to 3. Have they ever been in this position
Not,
at the Chook Shed?
Not to my knowledge, no. We're used to putting teams in this position, but it's a good test of character. Let's see what they're made of.
Hawks are up 20 to 3, and they've just made a sub with champion coming out. That's an interesting move. Weimer onto the court. Rotating guys early. Here's Walker. He needs to hit. He misses.
Good
Knocked
rebound,
out by
good tap.
Clayton was good. Here's Reardon. Quickly closed down by Weimer. Inside, Rebula lurking. He's fouled just on the arm. Sean Clark's not happy. Here's a replay. Did he get him on the arm? Ooh, I reckon he may have just clipped him.
Yep. Good call.
Certainly
I'm going to be biased here. I think that was a good call.
I reckon he just got him on the forearm. Sean Clark's not happy. He's still disputing it. And Coach Kenny, probably smart just to drag the big fella here and just go, hey, listen, mate, we're 20 to 3 up.
Yep.
You've been called for one you haven't agreed with. Wear it.
Yep.
Just step off the floor. Let's not argue. Let's just settle it down.
I can see why he's headed. He's dropped a quick 8 points. He wants to be out there. He's feeling good. He's made some shots. It's a momentum killer for him at the moment, but it's a good test for him. Get out there, relax.
Rebula knocks down a couple, 20 to 5. Here's Snowball. This time, Mickey Rebula up a little bit tighter on him. Hand off. Lyle. Ooh, just a really soft leaning foul there on Lewis Varley, who stepped onto the floor. Not a lot in that.
I think they needed Louis out there just so he can play the 1, so Jace can relax at the trial 4 spot, which he's good at.
Snowball to bring it in. Rebula stepping right up now. Trying to limit the effectiveness of Snow. You've got to be up closer than that, Mick. Inside, here's Latham with his first touch. Comes up short. Reardon with the rebound. Looks ahead now. Can they score some more? It's at 15. Here's Hicks in that short corner.
Oh, good pass.
Nice
too late.
To Mickey Rebula.
See, Snowy, just letting the boys know that make sure you fill those gaps.
Hicks is going to drag 2 to him all night, you would think. Here's Clayton off the glass. That's too easy.
That's their first easy look, though. It's taken them 5 minutes to get an easy one.
Not sure Kenny Harrington would be too happy with that inbound defence. 20 to 7 is the score now. Here's Snowball. Oh, nice little step back. Will it roll? It does. Well, when things are going your way, Hutchie, they're going your way.
They are. I'd like to see the Stingrays play Louis at the 1 and let Jace play the 4. That was a nice move.
A little bit of a roll here for the Stingrays now. They've scored the last 3 times down the floor. Don't forget they were 20 to 3 down.
more importantly, because they've actually been able to score, they've been able to set up their defence, been able to get up on their man.
Lyle goes early.
Another
again.
stop.
Comes up long. Now quick transition here for the Stingrays. Here's Varley with an open three. Couldn't put it away. Well done, Revula with the O-Rev. He'll get it back into Hicks. Nice fling out towards Reardon. I'll tell you what, they've got it back again, but Reardon dropped about 100 of those in pre-game. Nicky Revula puts it away though. Nice work by the Stingrays. Here's the replay from the corner, and all of a sudden the home team is starting to find a little bit of form. Well,
Rebs has got a few. As I said, just gets to the right spots, gets open, works hard.
Well, they've gone on a 9-2 run here. They were 20-3 down. It's now 22-12. So from that time out, they've gone on a 9-2 run. Let's see what the Wolves can do from the inbound. Here's Latham. Gets it out to the wing. Long three is good, and Lyle hits his first. So he's 1 of 3 from downtown. Not what the Stingrays needed. Hicks. Basket, no, flings it out. Reardon has a look, ball on the floor. Nice little pass inside, just
another turnover.
A little bit too much on it for Revula.
I'd like to see Marlowe make a move in there when he gets that ball one-on-one.
Marlowe commits the foul there as well, and it was probably just a bit of a clumsy one, Hutchie, just reaching on the dribble.
Yeah.
Need to do that.
Yeah, unfortunately with Marlowe, a little bit of a history of giving away a couple of cheapies, but that's his first, I believe, so at least he's still on the floor.
Grand Final Series, Game 2, down at the Chook Shed. A lot of people think I make that up, Hutchie, calling it the Chook Shed, but it is famously and affectionately known as the Chook Shed.
It is, yeah. The old days of the life being at Steggles, I believe it used to be.
Off the glass, Latham for 2. It hurts when he's coming off the bench and dropping those.
Yeah. It's a great luxury to have him coming off the bench with Sean Clark starting.
Varley repeats the dose at the other end. 27 plays 13, just a scoreboard correction there. It is 27-13, 14-point margin. Matty Fennell, comes up well short.
Yeah, I thought it was touched on the shot, so better defence from the Stingrays.
Yeah, did collect a hand on the way through. Mind you, it didn't stop the Stingrays faithful from giving him the Bronx cheers. They're a harsh crew down here, Hutchie.
Oh, they are, mate. They're great supporters.
Lyle inside. Latham back to the
great
basket,
move.
turns and flicks it in for 2. And he's scored some important points here.
Yep. They're going to keep going at Marlowe. See where his head's at.
Reardon. Walker. Back to Reardon. Inside, through hands, Clayton, out to Varley, 3 for Louis.
He's been great, early injection, brought some energy, hustle.
Well, we've seen in the past with Lewis Varley, if he gets going, look out. There's Lyle, forced out wide by Walker. Latham to Weimar, ball on the floor, forces it up.
That's good
Comes
defence.
Up well short, it was good D. Reardon up the floor. Varley, early look again. No, can't put it away a second time.
That's a heat check. Only takes one, as you know, Justin.
You've had a few of those over the years, mate.
Heat checks, I don't know if I've made many.
Foul called on, was it a foul? No, travel called. Just saw the face, saw the look on the face of Trevon Clayton there going, hang on, is that a foul on me? I think he was relieved then in the end when the referee was pointing the other way.
Great luxury for Ringwood, bringing Truman in.
Yeah, very experienced campaigner, yet another shooter.
Yep.
Kenny Harrington
loves his shooters. Yep.
There's Hicks, ball on the floor, forces it to the basket, and that's a very good basket, Marlowe Hicks. If he can keep doing that tonight, it's not going to be long before the Stingrays are right back in this one.
No, exactly. He needs to stay positive, stay aggressive, catch and square up and play. He's one of the best centres in the competition, quick, athletic.
Snowball calling the shots as always. Hand off to Champion. Sorry, that's Truman. Turnover though on the pass inside to Latham. Matty Fennell with the loose foul on Clayton.
Smart foul. Don't want to give away a cheapie or a dunk. Keep the crowd out of it.
He wears that one.
That is
we look
two
across
shots.
the floor, Hutchie. It is two. You're right. We look across the floor. We talk about experience. Matty Fennell, Truman, Snowball, Weimer, Latham.
Yep.
Geez, there's some old heads there.
Oh, there is. You got Scotty Cuff as well. They're just an incredibly smart, well-balanced veteran squad.
Clayton gets it back somehow off a second miss. Reardon was unable to put it away. It's a 10-point margin as we head down to the final minute of this first quarter.
Great
Snowball,
pass.
look at that for
Great
a pass. Well, he had every single person except for Trevor Latham, who ended up with the ball. He had everyone. Just looking the other way. Have a look at this. Look at Latham settle in the corner here. Bang.
Great.
That is sublime.
That's amazing. You know, what's he averaging? 6.5 assists a game. That's why. You see that there. That's the smarts.
I reckon Latham actually made it look like he knew what was going on.
Yeah,
There,
no.
but I don't reckon he even
He had
knew.
no idea.
He just turned around and had a ball in his lap. Latham's been good coming off the pine. I think he's got 5 in this quarter now.
Yep. And they've put 30 points on with a minute left.
Great quarter for the Hawks. Crowd not bothering Trevor Latham. 6 points to open the game. He's been very effective. Rebueller to Reardon. Hicks faces the basket, forces it back out to Reardon. Misses. He knew that was going to miss too. He followed that in very quickly. Snowball.
He's trying to get himself going, I think, Jason, and
Well, he has to, doesn't he?
yeah, he does. That's trouble.
Travel there on Latham. He has to because by his own standards, he had a very ordinary game in game 1.
Yeah, and
Shooting-wise, obviously.
I don't think he's troubled the scorers as yet, to my knowledge. He's about to, though.
And the one thing you don't want to do against arguably one of the greatest heat check shooters on his home floor is put him to the foul line.
No, you don't need him getting a couple of cheapies and then all of a sudden he gets a little bit of rhythm. As you know, he'll just start stepping further and further and further back.
Well, you played a lot of basketball with Jason Reardon. I reckon he's a star. I mean, I thought he was the best player in the competition last season.
Yep.
He didn't pick up the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I think he ran second. I just think he is the best all-round player in BigV basketball.
Yeah.
You've played a lot of basketball with him.
Yep.
He'll go in at quarter time here. They'll be down by about 10 odd. What will his head be like?
He'll be disappointed. I think he'll be disappointed in himself, but he has a incredible belief in his basketball and his basketball ability, and rightly so. He'll be fine. He'll come out. He'll refocus. He'll know what he needs to do, and he'll go out and do it.
There's Snowball. We're down inside the last 20 seconds into Latham. Misses that one. Clayton with the rebound. Now let's see if the Stingrays can score here in the last passage of play for the opening quarter. We're down to 10 seconds. You can see the clock in the background there, ticking down.
Another
bad
turnover.
pass,
Didn't need that.
And they'll get a late shot here. Matty Fennell to the corner. Lyle travelled there, but comes up short. Just a little bit of a stutter step there when he caught the ball. That went uncalled, but you know what? It matters not. The first quarter belongs to the Hawks. They lead this one 31-21, out by 10 to start game 2 of the grand final series. We'll be back to have a look at the stats right after this. Well, welcome back. Quarter time here down at the famous Chook Shed. You heard us talking about that during the first quarter, and it was the first quarter that belonged to Ringwood. They lead it by 10. Let's have a look at some of the stats.
Yeah, Michael Rabula, 2 of 3 shooting for his 7 points. Trevor Clayton, 2 of 2 for 5. But if you look at the Ringwood stats, you've got Sean Clark with 8 points. The 2 big bombs from outside helped. You've also got Warren Latham with a quick 6 points in 5.5 minutes.
So that's an interesting one. 14 points has come from their big fellas.
Yeah.
That's telling for me, really telling.
There's no secret that Ken, and even when I was playing with Cry, they will go inside at Marlow early in the game, see where his head at is defensively, and there was no reason for that to change.
Ringwood shooting at 58%, Corio Bay shooting at 37%. Ringwood 5 of 9 from behind the arc, 5 of 9. So they're doing exactly what they did last week. Here's Lewis Varley, misses, and the Hawks will bring it back the other way. Rebound count, Corio Bay 10, Ringwood 8. Some early stats there. 5 turnovers in the first quarter to Corio Bay. Here's Latham off the glass, that's too easy. He puts away another 2.
And our great man, Matty Snowball, already 5 assists.
Ringwood scored 6 points from those 5 turnovers in the opening quarter, by the way.
Reardon deep.
Reardon, yeah. Comes up short on that one. And it will be a Corio Bay ball back in their hands. Corio Bay, whilst Ringwood went 5 of 9 from the arc, the Stingrays went 1 of 8.
Yeah, it doesn't help. You've got Dondre Walker, none of 3. Jace, 0 of 2. Not shooting too well on their home deck yet, but credit the defense of the Hawks, just swarming. Louis Varley with another wide open 3.
Puts it away. You can't keep him that open. This time it was from the right wing. That's his first shot from out there. And he made no mistake. It brings it back to 9 points. And I don't reckon Corio Bay's played well, and yet they're down by 9 only. Well done by Hicksy.
Yep. Yeah, being down by 9. I had a great second half of that first quarter, outscoring Ringwood. It was just that first 5 minutes.
Well, since that time out in the first quarter, Hutchie, Corio Bay have gone on a 21-13 run. 21-13. There's champion.
Too much room.
Talk about giving people an opportunity. You can't give that guy an opportunity. A big 3 there in the context of the game for Nate Champion, and it takes the lead back out to double digits. They did not need to give that one up. Here's Clayton out to Varley again. Misses. Hicks with a hand on the ball. Loose. It'll come up green, much to the disgust of Michael Rebula.
It's snowy
They've
there.
got to shut down these outside shooters.
Yeah, they do. Their baseline plays of Ringwood are very good. They've had some great looks.
6 of 10. 6 of 11. Mind you, it wasn't far out. Rattled the iron. Here's Reardon to Hicks to Rebula. Into the corner, Varley. Rebula wide open. He has a look and he nails it. I think he was a little bit surprised then that nobody came at him.
Yeah, he's not a known three-point shooter. He can make it, but yeah, he prefers that mid-range jump shot.
He's got 10 points in the game at the moment.
He's been very, very good.
He was on fire early last week before foul trouble.
Great pass, Snowy.
Latham had it, lost it, kicked
Hicksy
it, booted it. It's going to be a Ringwood ball, though. Maybe it wasn't the foot of Trev Latham.
Definitely Hicksy there.
Let's just mention again also that so far in this game, between Sean Clark and Trevor Latham, they've put away 16 points.
Yep. As I said, there's absolutely no surprise there. Kenny loves to go in early, see, what the defense of Hicksy in particular, or the Cry is going to be like. They've switched to a zone now, Cry, mate.
Foul on Rebula, just leaning in on Nate Champion. 9-point ball game.
Which I think the Stingrays would be very happy with to have had that back by 9.
How important here is the next 3 to 5 minutes, both teams?
Oh, I think for Ringwood, they'd hate to see all their great work in that first quarter undone. They don't want to be going in at half-time down or, 2 or 3 points up, especially the way Cry have played on the offensive end. Another turnover there as we speak.
Well, Hicksy drew about 4 plays to him there. He did try to get the open ball, the open player, sorry. He just couldn't get it out of there. They've got it back, though. Varley back the other way. He's got Rebula running with him, and it just rolls out. Well done, Louis Varley, finding Mickey Rebula. And right now,
bit of a momentum shift.
The young bloke in the number 10, and it has forced a timeout for the Hawks. The young bloke in the number 10, Mickey Rebula, I love calling him the shadow because he just bobs up when you don't expect him. He's got 10 in the game, and when we come back after this timeout, he'll go to the line to take his personal tally up to 12. And believe it or not, it will reduce the margin, should he do that, back to 7.
Well, we spoke about how important it was for Ringwood, but for the Stingrays in particular, if they can get this back to 5 or even or a 1 or 2 point lead, they're going to be coming out extremely confident with a couple of their big guns not firing yet.
And isn't it a game of contrast so far in that in the first half it was Coach Mark Leader being forced into a timeout, and now we find ourselves in the second period with Coach Kenny Harrington being forced into a timeout to try and settle his team down and get them back on track.
Yeah, and the difference is it's only a 1 point swing towards Corio, but Kenny
quarter time.
Since quarter time, but Kenny can see the momentum shift, so he's just trying to settle his boys down. He's brought in the evergreen Scott Cuff.
There he is, number 34. In fact, you look at the average age out here at the moment. Snowball, Weimer, Cuff. I think Latham's out there as well. There he is.
Yep.
It's almost an over 35.
Swinging Willie. Age is just a number, mate.
Some of the fans enjoying themselves.
They're a bit quiet at the moment.
They are. I'll tell you what, though. If they sneak up and get close
Bit
at
of
half
confusion
time,
here with the referees. I think they think that the basket counted.
it's definitely 2.
Yep, we got it now.
Mind you, Ringwood had one count last week that didn't drop.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I've heard plenty about it.
Maybe a little bit of payback there potentially.
Well,
This is the first. So the crowd's a little bit on edge at the moment. You just see them in the background there, the hometown supporters.
Yep.
They're just a little bit on edge at the moment. Just not too sure which way this one's going to go.
Yeah, I think the crowd, you do, as you know, as I know as a player, you feed off your crowd, so hopefully the boys can get some energy from them, but they've got to give them a reason to bring that energy. So
yeah, good call. There's Champion out to Snowball. Snowball flicks it back
Scotty
out
Cuff.
for Cuffy, who misses. And there's a loose ball foul off the rebound. Who's that on? Is that on Michael Rebula? Yeah, not sure what's going there. I thought Rebula was just boxing out, and I think it was Weimer who came in over the top. Didn't quite catch a glance of that, but I think the hometown fans found a bit of voice then, Archie.
yeah, they sure did.
There's Snowball. Weimer working himself into the paint. Latham with a quick shot.
Oh, it's tough.
Misses
Good
everything.
defense, Stingrays.
And back come the Stingrays.
They need it.
Wide open for 3. Clayton misses.
That's another cheapie on Hicksy.
That's his second. And they're going to bring Clark in now, the Hawks. He'll be putting some pressure on Big Hicksy. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, you can expect the next couple of plays. Snow is going to be forcing that ball inside.
One guy Corio Bay needs to get going here. He's going at 20 points a game this season. He hasn't scored tonight, I don't think, is Dondre Walker. Hurt his ankle last week. They need to get him going.
Well, that last shot of his was quite short too. So
was it Clayton or Dondre the last shot? Was it Dondre, was it?
Could have been. I thought it was Dondre. I might be wrong.
He's got the ball now. Let's see what he can do. He gives it up to Clayton. Reardon. Walker, Rebula, Clayton, all getting a hand on the ball here. Was he pushed there? No call.
Oh, he's lost it.
And back off Walker. Now, you can see what they're upset about. We're not going to see the action from it, but the ball actually came off the referee and went over the line. And it's been called off the Stingrays. You can see the coach, Mark Leader, there not happy. Clearly not happy. We couldn't see the line.
Oh, I couldn't see the line either.
We couldn't see it on the vision either. But obviously, it's come off the referee and over the line. And it's been called a turnover off Dondre Walker.
This is where they need to settle down the Stingrays. They don't want to get emotional and This is where they need to take a deep breath.
Well, they're within 8, Hutchie.
Yep.
They were down by 17. I think you're right. They just need to keep composure here.
And Marlowe, as we expected, has just picked up his 3rd foul.
So he's not going to see any further part of this first half. There's 5:47 to go in the second. And that's a big blow. Huge blow. You called it.
Yep.
Don't let emotion get the better of you here, Stingrays. Because that's what's going to happen back the other way. Back out to 10. And a real chance for the Hawks now to open this game up. The Stingrays have got to respond. They've got to find some composure. They've got to keep coming back at the Hawks. They can't on this occasion. They will get the ball back. This is a critical period now for the home team.
Absolutely, yep. The next 5.5 minutes, 10-point deficit. Your star centre sitting on a bench with 3 fouls.
How big's the job on Lockie Headlam in the next 5 minutes?
Defensively especially, just filling that paint. As expected, Louis Varley about to chip back into the game too for the Stingrays.
So the Hawks out by 10 and looking to build. Champion to the basket is fouled. And he'll get a look at a couple here.
Mark Leader calling for a timeout.
Well, let's have a look at it. It's gone a little bit flat, given the fact that certainly a call they didn't like. There's no doubt about that. We couldn't see the bottom half of the play, but quite clearly, by the reaction from everybody, the ball's come off the referee over the line. The last touch was Andre Walker.
Yep. Referee is part of the court too.
So that's right, yep. So the referee's given it Ringwood's way. There's a little bit of frustration, as you quite rightly said, a little bit of emotion. All of a sudden, next play down the floor, Hicks gets his 3rd foul. Very similar situation to last week in game 1. He's off the floor, Ringwood out by 10. And Coach Kenny Harrington there, he knows the opportunity sitting in front of the Hawks right now. They're 1 game up. They're 10 up with 5 to go in the first half. Hicks is sitting down with 3. This is a big chance right here for the visiting team, basically, to work themselves to a title.
Yep, and he'll be telling them that. He'll be, not necessarily about the title, but he'll be sitting there going, guys, we've still got work to do. He'll be settling them down. You know, drawing that 3rd on Hicks isn't the key. They still need to keep playing. You know, they've kept Reardon quiet. They don't want him to get going. He'll still be barking instructions. Kenny's very seasoned, very smart. He'll be checking his boys as well, saying, we've got work to do. Don't think that's what's happened the last two plays is going to win us this championship. The next 25 minutes of game time is what's going to win him the championship.
Well, it's a big opportunity opening up for the Hawks right now. Champion delivers from the line. And on the flip side, the Stingrays have got to stand tall here. They've got to hang tough. They have to stay with the Hawks to half-time.
Yep.
There's a miss. There's something going the way of the home team because Nate Champion does not miss too many opportunities.
So we have the Hawks to switch to their man on man, with Hicksy sitting on the floor. They feel their man's their better option.
Reardon dribbling back out of trouble, looking to set something up. Flicks it out. Walker needs to fire. Misses. Loose ball. Clayton once, twice. Still loose. The Hawks will come up with it through Clark, and away they go. Snowball to set things up again. Weimer. Having those two pass the ball to each other a few times over the years.
700 games of experience there.
Wide open. Wide open. He is just going to drill them all night long with that space. And that margin now is out to 14.
This is where I'd like to see Louis Varley play the point. There
Bang.
he is.
Reardon answers at the other end.
Much needed.
Hopefully for the hometown fans, that'll get their star going. The Hawks look to respond. They've got a few of their own fans here tonight. Weimer comes up short. Clark stretching for it. Gets it. Puts it up. Misses. Rolls out. Headlam this time was fouled. Yeah, no doubt about that. And it'll be a Stingrays ball. Weimer just coming in and collecting the arm. I think he might have had a right grin after that. I think he knew.
I don't think Willie's happy about getting dragged on that one, but... Very important next 3.5 minutes here for the Stingrays.
I'll tell you what, if this guy with the ball right here can come down and do what he did last time, the crowd will go right up. Don't worry about that. Clayton, ball on the floor. There's Walker, one way then the other. Flicks it out. Reardon trying to get some space. Lyle right there with him. Was there a foul?
No, he tried to force that one.
Snowball back the other way.
Another
Wearing
wide
some
open
bumps.
look.
Lyle, bang. Well, they're going to do it all night. They did it last week. They've done it all season. They're renowned for it. It's probably their go-to opportunity in every game they've played under the coaching of Kenny Harrington over the years. He loves outside shooters, and they will set that up and they'll take it all day long, won't they?
Yep, absolutely. And that's credit to Snowy, that open three, coming down, draws the defence. A couple of guys for the Stingrays jogging back. He's going to find the open man every single time.
Fennell coming into the game. He'll replace Scotty Cuff. Just under 3 to go in the first half.
14-point lead to Ringwood.
We'll talk about it at half-time, but there has to be some sort of change. We saw them go down by 25 last week. They're down by 13-14 right now. They've got to try something different, Hutchie. They've got to try and just throw something out of the bag, whether it's a press or just something different to try and unsettle the Hawks, because if they just keep going pound for pound, they're done.
I'd like to see him get the ball out of this guy's hand. He might not be scoring, but he's set up. He's probably got 8 assists already.
Well, we spoke about it earlier. He's just able to dribble the ball down the court with no pressure whatsoever. They've got to try and force him into some mistakes, even picking the ball up early. Force him into an early pass.
I know one of our keys to the year we did win the championship was forcing someone else to be the playmaker.
Yep.
That's good defence.
Blocked by a couple of hands on that occasion. And now the Hawks to come back the other way. Inside, outside. Lyle wants to look. Uses champion. Short corner. Bang. Long two. And it is a massive, massive danger period right here for the Stingrays. Season on the line. Championship on the line. Walker comes up short a couple of times. And it's rejected by Shawnee Clark.
And no one pulls the ball up. And
Clark just misses. Should have put that one home. Had every opportunity there to take it to a 16-point margin. We're getting into wind sprints here both ways.
A lot of standing around and watching for the Stingrays at the moment.
Clayton misses a couple. Has a bit of a death glare towards the ref. Champion in and out.
That's trouble.
Well, if they missed the first one, poor old Shawnee Clark got done on the second one. Look at Shawnee Clark there. Louis Barley walked past and just gave him a tap on the rump and said, don't worry about it, mate.
Big fella should have just let that fly. He's shooting it well.
Look at Kenny. Kenny's going, hey, you missed the first one, but you know what? The second one's a stinger. I think everyone was confused by that, but anyway, at least it smiles all around. You've got to have a laugh every now and again.
You do, mate, you do. Otherwise it's too hard. Jason Reardon, a tough one. A lot of threes at the moment for the Stingrays. Not a lot going on inside.
Just over a minute to go in this first half, and Ringwood have certainly come to town and made their run at the championship here. No doubt about it. They have set this up perfectly. Snowball out to Lyle. Balances, shoots, misses. Varley. Come on, fellas. Get the ball up the court here. They've got to get some run in their game.
Another long two.
Long two. Foot on the line. Nails it. It's at 12. Couple of plays to go in this first half.
It feels like a lot more than 12, though, for some reason.
Does. Yeah, they've got to get a stop here, the Stingrays. Must work a stop. Sean Clark allowed to stand out there.
Good D.
And Ringwood, true to form, will bring in a shooter. Truman onto the floor. Don't be surprised if the ball ends up in his hands here, Truman.
Oh, he'll get one up.
Let's see what happens. Into Snowball. He'll go straight to the corner. Snowy will drag a couple, will he? He does. In fact, he's allowed to get the gap.
It's good defense
then. He tried to
then.
flick it to Latham. Yeah, now that's the stop they needed, Hutchie.
Yep.
So they've got to score here with 15 seconds to go. must put one on the board and carry momentum. Under 10 now. Varley looking. Reardon outside. Got to put it away. Clayton misses.
Short.
Comes up short. And that'll do us for the first half. So Ringwood have made their run at the title. They went on a 16-14 quarter. 16-14. They lead by 12. I reckon you made a really, really good call about 30 seconds ago. It's a 12-point margin, but it actually feels more than that, doesn't it?
It does. Everything, and it's not coming easy, but it just seems that Ringwood are getting easy looks, easy scores, and everything that Corio Bay is getting is just through hard work, through individual skill. They're playing a hell of a ball game, Ringwood.
Well, they're half a game away from a championship. We'll grab the stats and we'll be back right here at the Chook Shed after this to have a look at what transpired in front of all of you in that first half.
So Chris Arkell, Waverley Falcons, state champ men.
Talia Higgs, Waverley, state champ women.
Paul McCoy, Waverley Falcons, state champions.
Yeah.
Tom Boyle, Waverley Falcons, state champ men.
Ivan Platinuk, Waverley Falcons, senior champ men.
Waverley, Tegan Cunningham, women's champ.
George Dolgianis, Waverley Falcons.
Katie Blueser, Waverley Falcons, state champ.
Ilya Poliana, state champ, women's coach of Waverley.
Mike Bullock, championship men coach, star.
No singing ones.
Oh, I'd have to say Chris Arkell and myself when we get together.
Oh, that's a tough one. I would have to say Chris Arkell. He's definitely got some great moves. Ringwood.
I think Ringwood and us have a bit of a rivalry, so I would say Ringwood.
Can't go wrong with Ringwood. Ringwood for sure. Tegan Cunningham. I'd say Tegan.
I would have to say Ivan Platinuk.
I would say Sedell, but it's probably myself.
Let's say it would be Sammy.
Shelby or Elise.
My go-to party trick is to grab a drink and sit down.
Shots.
Party trick. Return and chuck.
Tom. I'm going to have to say Tommy Boyle.
Elise?
Alexi's not a player, Tilly Palianis, our coach in the women's.
Ilya? Should I count him in? Katie.
Many people ask us, what is vMix? Well, thanks for asking. vMix is software that allows you to create awesome live video productions. vMix supports a variety of different inputs to help your live production come to life. These include cameras, videos, images, titles, PowerPoint, green screen, streams, audio, and more. You can then display your production on screens, record to your hard drive, and stream to the web all at the same time. There are many different applications for vMix. Some of our customers have used it for large music concerts, school productions, live sports coverage, church services, esports, live web streaming shows, horse auctions, you name it. vMix can do it. What do you need to use vMix? At the very basic end of things, you can use a computer with onboard graphics and a webcam. If you want to bring in a few HD cameras, you'll need a bit more processing power, a dedicated graphics card, and a capture device. We have a list of recommended system requirements on our website. Whether you're an aspiring YouTube singer in your bedroom performing Phil Collins covers, or someone with an 8-camera live concert production, vMix is for you. There is a free 60-day fully functional trial on our website, www.vmixhd.com. So check it out.
Welcome back to Corio Bay, Game 2 of the 2016 State Championship Men's Grand Final Series. The Ringwood Hawks and the Corio Bay Stingrays. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you may be watching from right around the world. Justin Nelson with you and joined tonight, doing a fantastic job too. The messages of support are coming through. People are just throwing in coins from this. Oh, I think they're throwing you coins. Are they at you or for you?
At me, 100% at me.
Paul Hutchison joining us tonight. Part of the crew, great to have you here. No doubt, King of Geelong, King of Corio, King of the Great Ocean Road. He's known everywhere we go down here. And at the moment, these guys on screen, the Stingrays, they probably need one of their former champions out there, mate, because they're down by 12 at half-time. Their season is on the line. The title is there for the taking for Ringwood. And the stats to half-time are very interesting.
Very interesting reading for Corio Bay. We'll have a look at them first. You got DeAndre Walker at none of 7. Hasn't troubled the scorers yet. Only 2 rebounds. So, you know, a message possibly Mark's given to him. A bit more influence from him into this game. You've got Jason Reardon, 1 of 8. Forced up a couple late in that quarter when Hicksy got his 3rd foul. So you can excuse him, but... again, he's played the whole game so far. They need more from him, and they need the right shots.
Is they're shooting at 28.9%?
Yeah, 28.9 as opposed to 45. No, and it's a lot of force stuff. It's a lot of one-on-one. It's a lot of standing and watching. They've got to get it right down that end of the floor. It's
4 of 19 from the arc. They are, as we said, Marlo Hicks has 3 fouls. Some big stats for Ringwood. They're shooting at 45.9. They're 8 of 18 from behind the line. They've had 11 assists, of which Matty Snowball, you correctly called it, late in that second quarter. He's got 8 dimes so far.
I'd love to see them get the ball out of his hand. Just extend the defence on him, make somebody else be the facilitator, make someone else create. Let's see if someone else can do it.
Well, it's almost like your old footy tagger, isn't it?
Yep.
We need someone, and we called it really early in this game. He was just dribbling the ball down the court with no pressure. I think the Stingrays just need to literally put someone in his shorts with him.
Absolutely, yeah.
The
Get
old-
out of his hands.
the
Let's see
old
Champion.
analogy.
Let's see Champion play the point. Or
Well, here
Lyle.
he is again here, and it looks like they've put Walker to him. They might be in a bit of a zone here to start off with the Stingrays. They are.
Yep.
So that's an interesting call early.
3-2 zone. Protect Marlowe. He's out there. Started the second half. Air ball from Snowy, but Clark in the right spot, right time.
Nate Champion, we should mention, had 18 points in the first half as well. 18. He is the top scorer on the court. Not the start the Stingrays wanted, and neither is that. Another turnover from a wing entry pass. They had a lot of them early in this game.
But
His turnovers go up to 8, I think.
But Nathan's got 18 points of 7 of 8 shooting, so the pressure's just not good enough out there.
And Clark's just put another 2 in off the glass. So Ringwood has come out in the first 30 seconds and nailed a couple more, and their lead is up to 16, I think it'll be now.
35-16. 35, yeah, 51, sorry.
Yeah, 51 it is on the scoreboard. We'll change that for you. They do score themselves, the Stingrays, for a couple. So that'll help the cause.
Back to a 13-point game.
Don't tell me. Surely not, no. I say don't tell me because we saw him hit back-to-back threes in the first quarter, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And there's another almost turnover. Just sloppy basketball.
So everything is on the line here for the Stingrays. They lose tonight, the season's done. Hawks win tonight, they claim the title. You'd expect the team in green, they're just going to keep going here and be very, very hungry to get this one finished off.
Yep.
They're in good shape. They look to set up again.
I'd just love to see some pressure up the floor from the Stingrays. Just something different.
Matty
Good rebound.
Purnell with a floater, misses. Probably not his best shot to take. Here's Hicks back the other way. Clayton nearly lost it there on the dribble. Here's Dondre Walker, yet to score. Has it knocked out of his hands. It falls fortuitously to Rebueller, to Reardon in and out. And they just can't drop one.
Snowy just slowing down the boys, making sure they get a good shot here.
Now we know Dondre Walker did his ankle last week and missed half the game. And we don't know whether that's causing him any discomfort. But he's just not in this game at the moment, is he?
No, he's not. He's just not getting into positions to do his thing. As you said, whether it's the ankles, a bit of a niggle.
And credit to Ringwood too. They're closing him down every time he gets it. There's Champion. He's up to 21 in the game. That time with a hand in his face. But Ringwood are right onto it too, because when Walker starts firing, he is a very good shooter.
Yeah.
But they're just not giving him space. In fact, there's probably the most open shot he's had in a while. And he couldn't put that one away.
I can't understand the Stingrays' defence then. 2 of them ran at Snowball when he's on the perimeter and left Nathan Champion, who had 18 to the half on 7 of 8. Semi-open at the top of the key.
All night though, hasn't it? On that occasion, Snowy couldn't bounce it in. Clayton brings it back the other way. Snowball up to 9 assists. Reardon for 3. Miss. Well, by my calculations, they are 4 of 23 from the arc at the moment.
It's out to a 16-point lead to Ringwood.
Might need a little bit of Hutchie intervention here
I'm
soon.
going to shoot her in the car, mate. They're forcing the turnovers. It's just not getting any good looks themselves.
Here we go. Stingrays. Reardon. No. Clark takes the rebound. And it looks like Snowy there just saying, let's move the ball, fellas. Let's get it through hands if we can. Lyle says,
Wide
well,
open
give
look.
it to me. Put it in my hands. I'll put it away from the corner, and he does. So that lead is out to 19 now. This is a definitive title run right here and right now by the Hawks. Rebueller turnaround jumper makes it. Just
Great cut.
floats it in.
Yep.
They've got to stop the procession back the other way. They've got to get out beyond the arc. You can't stay in this zone.
Just doesn't seem any urgency on their defence. It's
Fennell through the paint. He'll flick it out. Snowball.
Great
Back
pass.
outside. Fennell for 3. Bang. Well, something's got to give, Hutchie.
Yep.
Something has to give, mate. Give me something.
Right, I'd be playing a press, back to closest man. I'd be trying something. There's got to be a plan B, a plan C.
Got to do something different.
Yep. Good pass. There we
Nice
go.
ball. Walker with his first points in the game by my calculation.
Yep.
Maybe that'll get him going. But they've got to stop this 3-ball onslaught down the other end. Team Green are just doing as they please. Maybe a bit scrappy on that occasion, but still, they're going to get a clean shot here, you'd think. If not, Fennell will certainly bullock his way to the basket.
Need a huddle here, Stingrays.
Well, we talked about it early in the game, just the need to change it up.
Yep.
We talked about a press. Is it something that Corio can do? Is it something that they've done before? Is it something that they would practice and talk about during the week?
I've been coached by Mark before, and yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't brought out something like that yet. If he keeps allowing this, it might be too late. But yeah, I'm very surprised he's stuck at this zone, especially how well they're shooting and how crafty Snowball's being.
And don't get me wrong, Snowball's probably the best point guard in the competition, so a press doesn't always work. But
No.
just got to try something.
Yep, absolutely.
Mix it up.
Yep.
Try and get a spark, get momentum going your way. Because at the moment, the Hawks don't look like they're going to give up this gap. Hicks stuck in the corner. Walker to Clayton. Clayton will fire. Did that hit a hand? Doesn't matter. It dropped. 3-ball there for the Stingrays. Badly needed. That gap back to 17. There's Snowball looking to set something up. Looks like he has all the time in the world, doesn't it?
He does.
Out to Fennell, to Snowball, off the glass, misses.
Another stop for the Stingrays, but this is where they're struggling, the offensive end of the floor.
Hicksy showing some good touch for a big fella, but the pass wasn't great. Clayton saves it. Rebueller from the corner, nails it. I think it'll be a long 2. I think it'll be a long 2.
Back to 14.
Back-to-back bombs for the Stingrays. They've got to make sure they don't give anything up here. They don't. Can they nail another one? Can they give the crowd something to ignite the chook shed? And look at Coach Kenny in the foreground there. He knows as soon as there's any sign whatsoever of momentum going the way of the home team, he's been red hot on that tonight. He's been very good, whether it be a sub or a timeout. As soon as he has had any sense of momentum going away from the Hawks, he's onto it.
Yeah, well, he did it in, I believe it was the second quarter when it was only a one-point swing. He could feel the momentum, feel the crowd getting into it, call a timeout, settle everybody down. That's exactly what that was. Stingrays with back-to-back threes. So Kenny's gone, all right, let's settle the crowd down, refocus the boys. Back out there again after a minute.
The problem is, though, Hutchie, that every time the Stingrays have got anywhere around that 8 to 12 gap, Ringwood's just come back down the other end and been able to answer every time.
Oh, absolutely. And the lucky thing for Ringwood is, as you previously said, they've got probably potentially the best point guard in the league. There's no doubt Snowy's in there right now telling the boys what they're going to be running the next time down the floor, what they're going to do to get an easy look, and more importantly, to switch on defensively.
So there's Mark Leader imploring his team to lift here. They've got to keep getting stops. They've got to keep nailing shots. And if they are going to stay in this zone, which they've been really reluctant to come out of, if they're going to stay in that zone, they just cannot allow open looks on the perimeter.
Yep, and they've brought Varley back into the game for Walker, which I think is a good sub. Varley gave him good injection, in particular in the first quarter. They need his energy.
So Ringwood coming out of the timeout. They've called a break to try and stop any Stingrays' momentum from taking a hold. Let's see if the Stingrays can score. Through Varley, they do!
It's 3 threes in a row.
That's exactly what they do, Hutchie. It's back to 11. And our viewers won't see this, but I reckon I saw a little bit of a fist pump there from Hutchie sitting beside me.
Yeah, a blatant one. I'll keep it under the table though. little bit of work to do yet, but some positive signs.
How's this for Smarts? Snowy after that three has the ball's come into his hands. He started dribbling, looked down, his shoelace was undone. He looked at the ref and said, "Hey, can we just get a stop here? I just need to do my shoelace up." It wouldn't surprise me knowing the crafty snowman. He may have undone that shoelace at the time out.
Just another 20, 30 seconds, get a breather, but also to keep the crowd on their hands.
He's a smart character. I wouldn't put it past him. He's a wily old trickster, there's no doubt about that. Here he is again. Watch this, he'll do something magical with it. What did I tell you?
Great move. Just uses his strength and his smarts very well.
From tying up his shoelace to kissing it in off the glass, he's got it all, hasn't he?
He has.
13-point margin, and you know what he did successfully there? Just helped break that momentum, didn't he?
Yep.
Mind you, Hicksy's just scored off the glass at the other end.
Yeah, they needed that. A nice, easy look, and an easy two.
Clark, up fake. Hicks has to stand. Fennell caught in the corner. Here's Snowball again.
It's better defense from the Stingrays.
Watch him. Bang.
Just experience, that is. Uses his body so well.
It's just a masterclass with Matt Snowball tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see the smartest, craftiest point guard in state champ men's basketball, he's on display tonight and he's giving it all. There's Clayton at the other end. So basket for basket at the moment. It's a 11-point margin.
Yep. You can see every time Hicksy touches that ball, they've got split line. They're ready for him.
Foul on Clayton, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, that's
I
a
don't think
foul.
you can complain about that. Clear body contact. Latham comes in for Clark. And those two had a good rotation in the first half, didn't they?
Yeah, 14 points they gave in the first quarter in particular. Both fresh, so they're a great combination. You've got one of those guys coming off your bench. You're going to win more battles than what you're going to lose.
If Ringwood do win this tonight, I was going to say this guy with the ball right now might be in line for series MVP. He was terrific last week. He's up to I think 23 in the game tonight now.
Had a fantastic clip
has
too.
Been a ripper.
Fantastic clip.
Clayton just comes up short. Scotty Cuff with the rebound. Snowball had pressure on him for all of about half a second then.
And it's definitely something Louis Varley can do as well. It's just a shame. That's the heat check that didn't pay off.
And not often you see Nate Champion miss like that. Mind you, Cuffy's just saved a bit of face for the Hawks there and mopped things up. They get it back the other way. Here's Scotty on the dribble. He's doing it all tonight. Geez, we've seen him play some great basketball over the years too, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, unfortunately, I've been on the receiving end of a few times myself.
Champion, bang. Well, the guy is all class, ladies and gentlemen, and he's putting on a treat tonight. He was a star last season. He's been a star this season and has come up big yet again.
Great move by Marlowe, but good defence by Ringwood. Just giving him no space.
16 margin.
23 seconds left.
Weimar travel the call. Gee, I don't know that I saw that myself.
Yeah.
Looked, well, confusing, put it that way. I think Willie Weimar was a little confused as well. So, last play here perhaps of the third quarter. It's a 16-point margin. Remember, it was 12 at half time.
Yep.
So Ringwood has done well. Varley for three. Hicks.
Great
Foul.
rebound, Hicksy. 2 seconds left on the clock.
So they're going
Smart
to get a
foul.
chance to run something quick off the baseline here. They've got 2 seconds to shoot. Understatement to say that they need a basket.
Oh,
I don't know that
I don't know if that was the right option.
So it hasn't ended the way that they probably would have talked about at half-time. They've gone from a 12-point deficit, the Stingrays, to a 16 8-point deficit, is it?
It's showing 13 on the 13 on the scoreboard.
I'm not sure about that. We'll get the official stats in a moment anyway, and we'll have a look. But right now, Ringwood is 10 minutes away from claiming the 2016 BigV State Championship men's title. We'll have a look at the stats right after this. Time in what could well be the deciding game. Now, there's been a little bit of talk on the sidelines here, just trying to get the exact margin. The stats are on their way to us now. The scoreboard clearly shows 70 to 57. We've got the stats being handed to us now. Young fella looking after us, and the stats do say that. So we thought it was 16 points, but there must have been an error with the scoreboard late in that third quarter. It's probably better news than expected for Corio Bay. They're down by 13. Yeah,
well, it got out to 20, and it got out to 20 very quick. So to have it back to 13, it's still manageable, but it just doesn't look comfortable for them. Everything is just hard work. And there's a lot of smart heads over there at Ringwood that won't let a 13-point lead disappear that quickly.
Champion 25 in the game. Matt Snowball has 10 assists. Sean Clark has 12 points and 14 rebounds. He's been terrific tonight.
He's been
Michael
huge.
Bueller 16, Lewis Varley 13, Trevon Clayton has 10. 50% Ringwood shooting at. Corio Bay better that quarter. They went from 28.9 to 36.4, so a much better quarter for them.
Yeah.
Can they start hot in this last quarter? Hicks off the glass, does well, brings it back to 11. If they get a run on here, we know what they're like on their home court.
Oh, absolutely. If this crowd gets going.
Smart by Snowball.
I think he's been running that fake dribble handoff for 15 years.
Forces the foul. Clark straight in for Latham.
I don't think Kenny was happy with the last defensive effort, so...
Got to keep getting stops, the home team. They got 10 minutes to keep their season alive and force game 3 tomorrow. Ringwood has dominated this game from start to finish. Clark, second effort, miss. Hicks comes up with it. Ball on the floor straight away by the big fella. Can he set something up for his team? He forces it out to the corner. Walker's back out there. Clayton, Varley, Reardon with Weimer. The two number 8. It's number 6 and 8, of course. Snowy wears number 8 for the Hawks.
It's good work by Jason, realising he had the mismatch, get himself down in the block.
Lyle in for Weimer. Almost carbon copy when Weimer fouled earlier.
Yep. There's Kenny though being smart, realising what Jason's trying to do, get a bigger body in there.
There's Walker. On Champion, great step back. That's a really good move. If they can get him firing in this last quarter, look out.
Well, we've got a 9-point game.
He's fouled on that
occasion.
Oh, wow. And points are gonna count for Nate Champion. Look at this. Thank you very much. He literally had about a 5mm vision of the board to work with there, and somehow he's put it away. That is amazing. He's got 27 in the game.
That's a huge play.
Wow.
Stingrays get it to 9, and he's come down and pulled off an amazing shot.
I don't think you'll get any argument about the foul, but how on earth did he put that in?
He would have been behind the backboard and threw it up on his left.
Hicks puts it away. He's getting going now, Marlowe. It's a 9-point margin. They've got to get stops, the home team. Have not had their noses in front the whole game. Don't forget they were down 20-3 in the first quarter. Down by 17. Now there's a foul off the ball here. It's going to be against Corio Bay, and it's going to be against Jason Reardon. I can't say that I saw it,
Yeah, he's not happy with it.
About it. Cuff stepping off. Matty Fennell comes in.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. No. He never is, though, when he fouls, but...
Anyway, he'll get on with it. So, a little bit of feeling in this game now. Some heat. Title is on the line. This is what it comes down to. The whole season is all about right here and right now. The Stingrays trying to make a run. The Hawks trying to close it out. Clark,
some better
he'll go
extended
long.
defense.
Comes up short. Reardon gets it. They're off. Stingrays looking to push now. Here's Clayton for three. For three. No, doesn't put it away.
That would have helped.
The Hawks will get it back. We'll get the scoreboard up on the screen for you so everybody can see what's going on. There it is, 72-63.
Well, the Stingrays have extended their defence now. It's not the zone, but they're matching up at about three-quarter court, putting some heat on the ball.
For it all game,
just give me a little bit of defence out there.
Thought there was some old hand signals going on from the sidelines before. Here's Matty Fennell. He was big last week. He can't drop that one. Reardon up with the ball. Off to Varley. Varley, hesitation. Basket, yes. Great hesitation dribble, Louis Varley. Opened it up and it's back to 7.
Here they come.
Mate, I'm sitting beside a very nervous co-commentator at the moment. He's starting to scratch at the table. Champion. Can't put it away. Loose ball. Clark had it, lost it. Back they come, the Stingrays. Here's Walker. Flicked it out high. Don't know whether he was looking for Varley or Clayton, but once again, straight onto it was Kenny Harrington. He calls a timeout. That's his second timeout in the second half he's used, but he's done it to stop this momentum. We've got a game.
We do. We had Snowy just on camera, just telling the boys to settle down, just take it easy. They're getting the shots they want. It's more about switching back on again defensively.
Mate, anyone would think you're a player. You are on each at the moment.
Oh, mate, I wish I was out there. I love this stuff.
Well, let's remind everybody that Ringwood put on a 20-3 opening run in this game. They led by 10 points at quarter time, 31-21. They led by 12 at half time, 47-35. They led by 13 at three-quarter time, 70-57. Since three-quarter time, it's been an 8-2 run, and the margin is back to 7.
Back to 7, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Kenny go back in with his zone just for a couple of plays, see if they can slow down Marlowe. Marlowe's been able to get off the leash one-on-one, which has created more space for their shooters because they're having to try and dig down, which has been a little bit late. So you might see a little bit of a zone just for a couple of plays, just to see what the Stingrays can do out of that. But for me, it's the Stingrays extending their defence.
Pushing up. It is making a difference, there's no doubt. There's some fans, they're enjoying it, watching on. They're ready for a big finish. There's still 7 minutes to go in this game. Great pass, Champion to Clark. That was really classy.
Drew the double team.
Louis Varley. Clayton to Walker. Matty Fennell right there with him. Walker goes down low to Clayton. Doing a bit of running.
Great dig down by
knocked out by
Snowy.
Snowball. Let's see what the Stingrays can do off the baseline. Crowd has come to life. Reardon to get it in straight underneath. To Trevon Clayton. And Clark called for a foul there. Here's the replay. Oh, gee whiz.
A lot of ball. And Kenny's right to be upset about that one.
That is a very, very harsh call on Big Shawnee Clark. You saw the replay. That was as good a block as you're going to get.
And Shawnee doesn't jump either, so, he works hard to get his blocks. He's feeling he's got that one taken away from him.
I think what hurts in that situation is when you're all that close. I mean, the referee was a metre away.
Yep.
Makes the first, misses the second,
gets
his
it
own
back.
So this could be costly if they score off this. Reardon from downtown misses. Clayton, well done. Walker keeps it in. It's a scramble, loose ball. Great grab by Champion, but he can't keep a handle on it for the Hawks. And it comes down to Varley. Wide open three.
He just can't buy one, can he?
And there's a foul over the back, might be against Reardon here.
He had a good look there, and that was one they needed. He's just not feeling it tonight.
So a couple of big calls in the context of this game. Ringwood lead it by 8.
Plenty of time, 6.5 minutes.
Right up on Snowball now. He needed to do this a bit earlier tonight.
Definitely.
Maybe it'll work late for them. Lyle to Champion.
Looks like they're going to a match-up zone here, the Stingrays.
Snowball. Lyle fires. Misses.
Good rebound.
Nice little knockdown by Hicks to Reardon. Reardon slows it down. Purveys the court. Hicks out wide. Nice ball back inside for Hicksy. That's too easy for him. When he's got a gap like that, you can bet your bottom dollar he's only going one way, and that's straight to the rack.
I would have liked to see the big fella throwing that one down. Get this crowd on their feet.
Hutchie, have a look at the scoreboard.
6 points.
6 point margin.
Yep.
Are we going to go to game 3? At half time tonight, I called the local hotel and cancelled my booking.
Yep.
I said, guys, I'm not coming.
Well, yeah,
Go
well,
to the bar,
I was going to use the room, use the minibar, but you might need to stay, mate. We'll see what happens.
Well, they're a big chance here. We've still got 5.5 minutes to go in this game, so it is alive. Clark underneath, puts it away. Timely basket. Reardon to Clayton. Clayton's been very good.
Just very active.
To the basket.
Great move.
Nails it. So, he's the danger man right now for me. Him and Hicksy.
Yeah, they're getting it done inside, and it's good to see. I mean, they made 3 threes in a row in that third quarter, but they put it away a little bit this quarter.
Snowball from the corner off the backboard. Reardon comes up with it. And I like what Jason Reardon's doing here. He's trying to get it to Hicks. He's trying to get it to Clayton. Having said that, I probably spoke a little bit too early. Everything up until that point was coming up roses.
This is what they don't want, though. They don't want Snowball out there just dictating terms with the ball. Keep the pressure up off the floor.
Champion. Lyle under pressure, takes the shot, nails the shot.
Good defense, better offense.
That's a big one for the Hawks.
Gets that lead back out to 8, 4.5 left.
Clayton wanted a foul, not coming. Snowball back the other way. This could hurt here. He'll do something with it. He does to Champion. Yes! Nate Champion for 3. Mark Leader calls a timeout. Gap out to 11. And when you want to start a stand-up, that's what he does.
I still can't understand why they get sucked into Snowy on the penetration. 2 of them go to him, and you leave a guy that's dropped 20, 28 on you. Wide open, he's shooting the ball at a fantastic clip. Very smart play by Snowy. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Well, we look at the end result there, and you've summed it up perfectly, Paul Hutchison. We look at the end result there. Nate Champion putting another 3 away. That's his 5th of the night, 28 points. But the setup by Matt Snowball, just exquisite. And not only has he been doing it all night long, not only did he do it all of last week, not only has he done it all this season, he's done it his whole damn career.
Yeah, exactly. And he's so wily, like you saw in the third quarter where they needed a couple of scores. He backs down the guard. He can score the ball. And you put people in that situation, he doesn't know what he's going to do. You know, he reads it as he's driving, but on that specific play, he knew where Champion was. He knew where he wanted the ball to get to. He just waited for the right time.
Was it 6? Now back out to 11. Ringwood find a way to respond, and they respond through their champions. Matt Snowball, just an absolute genius with the ball, and Nate Champion now up to 28 points in this game. Given what he did last week as well, he's got to be in line for the MVP of the series if the Hawks get up tonight. Yep. Mind you, Matty Snowball, don't worry about points. He has set so much up for his team in the last 2 games as well.
Yep.
His name would have to figure prominently as well, you'd think.
Oh, absolutely. His assist-to-turnover ratio is going to be off the charts. You know, he only needs to give you 8 or 6 points, just enough to keep his defender honest. And yeah, he's
up 25.
Exactly right.
Hicks, the big boys locking bodies. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple. 4 minutes to go in the game. Bueller about to step back in.
That's good.
He's going to take Dondre Walker.
Yep.
He does. We apologise for our pitcher at the moment. Just stopping. There we go. We're back into it.
You know,
Hutchie hits both of these. Hutchie, it's back to single digits again.
yeah, it's a big hill. Only a touch under 4 minutes to go. 10-point lead. And obviously Walker's definitely carrying an ankle injury. To be sitting on the bench with 4 minutes left in the game. Season on the line. Or championship on the line.
And Hicksy misses both. So the margin stays at 11. You'd even think from here in just thinking through a coach's mind, they nail another basket here. Can't see Corio Bay.
Great pass.
And it was very, very close to that situation.
Yep.
Clark has a chance to extend it to 13. Snowball has taken all of a 45-second break. Back he comes.
And that's only because Kenny wanted to get him a rest. There's no way Snowy would have wanted to gone out. What I don't like to see, though, there's no huddle, there's no talk, there's no getting around each other for the Stingrays. It's walk to the foul line. They're all sort of doing their own thing.
Well, a minute ago, maybe a minute and a half, 90 seconds ago, it was a 6-point margin.
Yep.
It's now 12.
Yep. But they had the firepower to bring that back in minutes, in a minute and a half, this team. So they all need to be on the same page.
There's Clark. Misses that one, so it's 82-71. Varley, quick three, makes it.
Big.
Well, Louis Varley, he knows how to shoot the young lad, doesn't he?
He's been great for him off the pine. Been fantastic.
We saw him nail some big ones last week as well. Snowy's loose in the corner if they find him, they don't. Lyle puts the ball on the floor and may have got a bailout call there. Here's the replay.
Ooh.
Not a lot in that. Wow.
And that's
Some in the
Walker
crowd
done.
Not too happy.
5 fouls for DeAndre.
So he's out of the game. Hicks back onto the floor. Lyle will go to the line for a couple. I think Ringwood looking to make some changes, are they or no? Nah, Hicks is coming on, just making it official. So 9-point margin. You can see the clock just in the background there. 3 minutes 13 to go. Lyle hits the first.
He's been solid tonight.
He was great last week.
Yep.
You know, he's had a frustrating season.
Yep.
But when it's counted, grand final series, he's come up trumps. And that's what you want from an import.
Exactly.
Here's Varley, hand in the face. Misses. Hicks
Oh,
scraps
Marlowe.
it with one hand. Marlowe. And probably lucky to keep that in the end. He made that look like a yo-yo.
He probably needed to go at it himself then. 3 minutes left on the clock. 10-point deficit.
Reardon. Up high. Varley. Paint.
Great pass.
Inside. Nice Regula. Comes up for 2. Back to 8. Can they do it? Can they get a run on here? Now they're fully up the court. They're right in the grill of the Ringwood Hawks. They get through that press. They've got to use their time here. All the time in the world. Snowball smart enough to do it. Back out. Lyle. Champion. They're using the clock. They're doing it very well. Champion from long range. This would be a dagger. Misses. They get it back though. And Fresnel puts it off the glass. Well, not only did they score, but they used a bucket load of time as well. Rebula for 3 in the corner. Misses everything.
And Hicksy's picked up his
Hicksy
fourth.
just cannons in to the back of, is it Snowy picking himself up? It is. And that might be it for Marlo Hicks.
Yep,
might
that's
be
5.
it for Marlo Hicks
I
this
thought it was
season.
4.
That's his 5th. He's done for the night. And the way this game's going right now with 2 minutes 14 to go and a 10-point margin and Snowy going to the line for 2, you reckon that might be the last we see of Marlow in 2016?
I think so, mate. I think so. I think John Dre sitting on the bench as well doesn't help. One of their shooters. Snowy missing the first though.
Snowball with the second. Leans back, puts it in, 11-point margin. They're just 2 minutes away from a championship, Ringwood. 2 minutes away. No doubt a lot of Hawks fans watching back in Melbourne tonight. There's Headlam from the corner, misses.
Great rebound,
Lyle,
Lyle.
good rebound, foul, no. Oh, Varley gets it back, did very well. And he'll get it on the sideline. Nate Champion not happy. But look at Matty Fennell here, bringing his players in, having a quick word to them and saying, hey, settle down, let's go. We're out by 11.
Oh.
Matt Snowball, you can see him talking to the referee there. And there's a timeout called. Not sure who called the timeout.
I think it was Stingrays, that one.
It matters little. 1:57 left to go in the game. Ringwood out by 11. And really, they're what? 2 possessions away? Just 2 full possessions, maybe 3. But
Yep.
if they can get a couple using the clock here.
Well, I think it's. What do we got? We got a Stingrays ball here, was it? Is that what the end decision was there?
I think it's going to be a Corio ball.
You
Yeah.
get a stop here, and you know Snowy's going to use 20 seconds. So whether it turns into a fouling game, but Stingrays haven't given themselves an opportunity there either, because I don't know, they've got 5, so it could be a long 2 minutes.
Well, Mark Leader, perhaps his last time out for the season. Maybe Kenny Harrington too. Who knows what's going to unfold in the next 2 minutes.
They're pretty relaxed huddle there, Ringwoods.
It's amazing, isn't it, that in finals, this would be the 3rd time in the last 3 years in finals that Ringwood has come to Corio Bay. And if everything stays true to form tonight, they've won all 3 games.
Yeah. The place holds no fear for them. They know what they can do on this floor. They are shooters' rims.
Stat.
Absolutely it is, yep.
Reardon.
They just match up on each other so well. You only need 1 or 2 guys to have a bad game, and that's the difference between the 2 squads.
Rebueller gets the putback from the block. Again, right up the court. Ringwood will look to use the time here. Foul called on Reardon from behind. He's not happy. 9-point margin.
A minute 42 left on the clock. Lyle to the line.
When you stop and think about that, 3 times in the last 3 years, Ringwood have played a final, and it's been a grand final game on this court. And Corio Bay are an awesome team on their home floor.
Yep.
Hawks are going to do them all 3 times.
I think it's a false perception that your home floor. I love playing away. I'm one of those players that loves playing on the road. I love the crowd getting stuck into me, and you can see these guys. They're loving it. They're absolutely loving the Ringwood guys. They're just loving the crowd.
88 plays 77. It's an 11-point margin. Scoreboard ticks over. Now what's happened here? Ringwood foul is there.
Shots.
Don't know that we need to worry too much about it at the moment.
No.
It's 90 seconds to go. Look at Matt Snowball just directing traffic. You can see him there. Green number 8. He knows what's going on here. He'll get the ball back in Ringwood's hands. He knows to get it into a shooter. They're going to foul straight away. That's what Snowy's setting up here. Now, if Reardon hits this, what's the setup from Ringwood?
It'll be
They know who to get it in the hands of.
It's going to
Watch this.
Champion.
It'll look for Champion here. Watch. They'll look for him.
Yeah,
There we
got
go.
it.
Here comes no. Then they go
Ooh.
back to Fennell. Dangerously, mind you.
And
they
a
got
layup
it
down
right
the
up
other
to
end.
Clark. Well, they ran the gauntlet, didn't they? And it just came off.
Yep.
That was fantastic. Varley for 3. Misses. And it's going to be game over. Rebueller hits a 3. I think it's academic from here.
Yeah, a minute
1:16 to go. You never know. You never know. It's 8 points. Lyle. No, he wasn't fouled. And they miss it. Clayton missed the foul. There was a blatant foul there. Sorry, missed the shot. And then Clayton grabbed the singlet of Champion, and there was no foul called. I don't know what was going on there.
And Kenny's losing it on the sideline.
Well, I don't blame him. Trevon Clayton missed the layup. Nate Champion rebounded. Trevon Clayton grabbed him by the singlet, and there was no call.
He's not happy. None. He's looking at you. He's not happy with you either.
I saw it as well. Grabbed him by the singlet. No call.
We can't control the calls, Kenny. We can only talk about them.
Amazing. Some days you just get away with them, don't you?
You do, mate.
That was there for everyone to see. So Matty Purnell misses the first. I think it's academic. Get the ball in Snowy's hands. He'll settle things down here. With the second. Misses that one.
A minute left.
So here we go. Look for
Now he's running plays now.
Nice. Score. Back to 6. Panic not, Ringwood fans. Panic not. They'll be smart here. Champion. Oh, underneath Fennell all by himself. Nicely done. They work a quick 2. And a foul called on Nate Champion. Probably not a bad decision in the end, actually.
So we've got
it'll put the Stingrays to the line.
47 seconds left. 8-point game.
Well, you can't say the crowd weren't given a good run of it in this last quarter. There's Varley. Costly. 8-point margin. Matty Fennell wants the Ringwood fans giving their all here. Makes the second. Who do they go to? Lyle was open. Champion now. They go up the middle. Matty Fennell says, thank you. I'll go to the line and put away another couple. Nothing like a little bit of passion towards the end, Hutchie.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of that early. Get up, bit of aggression.
Well, I think when Corio Bay watch this game back, which invariably they will do at some stage, and we've talked about it during the game, just that urgency wasn't there early, was it?
No, it wasn't. I don't know whether it was playing scared or just not being in the moment. It just, they were backpedaling the whole time.
And they've been chasing tail the whole game.
Yep.
They've never been up once.
Yep.
Never. So Ringwood out by 9 now. We're down to 42 seconds.
Oh,
he's nailed it! You are kidding me. Look at this from Reardon. Look at that. That's from the car park. That is a Hutchie special from the car park. Look at Snowball's face in the background.
He's not happy, is he?
No, he just could not believe it. Oh, wow. Well, he'll go to the line for the bonus. It'll bring it to 5. That is incredible. He just finds a way, doesn't he?
He does. He's
how many times have you... And not only that, how many times has he done that to Ringwood in the past?
Yeah, he loves the half-court shot, doesn't he? He's... I think we got one up there in Game 1 in the Grand Final Series.
Yeah, that's right.
Forced it to overtime, I think it was.
Yeah. I tell you now, we showed the replay a moment ago, and for everyone out there, when you watch this back later, you'll see it. Just watch the look on Matt Snowball's face in the background when that ball drops.
Well, I looked straight at Kenny, and he was about to explode and ran over to the bench for a timeout. So
absolutely priceless. Look, Ringwood are going to go back out here. At worst, they're going to be up by 5.
Yep.
At worst, there's 41 seconds to go. It's clearly put the ball in the hands of a shooter, but what they've done well is they've got the ball up the middle a couple of times.
Yep.
Rather than go to a Lyle or a Champion, and they've scored 2 quick transition baskets back the other way.
Yeah, they have. They've kept being aggressive, and nothing better than scoreboard pressure too. So if you've got the layup, you take the layup.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see what they do here. It's one shot for Reardon. 41 seconds to go. Varley's gone in early, won't matter. 5-point margin. Pressure's up the floor. Where do they go? out to Lyle. He'll hold it and draw the foul. He does. So Logan Lyle will go down and put up a couple. And he's a genuine shooter.
Yep.
So probably not the guy you want the ball going to if you're a Corio Bay fan.
See, that was great defense. They should have been doing that a lot earlier. Just get up, just try something.
So Lyle, you can see the scoreboard in the background there. 39.63 seconds to go. Crowd finding some voice.
Didn't look like missing.
6-point margin now. For all those Ringwood fans back in Melbourne watching tonight, you're 39 seconds away from celebrating. Lyle with the second, makes it. Let's not forget Ringwood were 7 wins and 5 losses at one stage this season.
Yeah,
Their second half has been as good as anyone.
they're notoriously slow starters, though, for some reason. It just takes them a little bit to get going, but once they do.
They allow Clayton an easy 2. They bring it up quickly. Matty Fennell fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple.
32 seconds left.
And as long as they keep putting him away from the foul line, it's not going to bother them to give up the easy 2 at the other end.
No. No, make your foul shots. Don't foul a three-point shooter.
Well, you got Matt Fennell shooting while the referee's calling a sub.
So they've waved it off.
Weimer comes in for Clark. So both teams going small here.
Yep.
It's going to be some run around basketball for the next 32 seconds.
Yeah, this is when I want to be out there, mate.
I think
No shot's a bad shot in this situation.
Right. Matty Fennell's about the tallest on the floor right now. Oh, Trevon Clayton's still out there. Fennell hits the first. 7-point margin. Is it 7? No, it's 6 at the moment. It's 6. So 98-91 is the correct score. 98-91. Back the other way. Reardon for 3 comes up short. And now Weimer will go to the line. And I dare say that these could well be the last shots that Willie Weimer takes in his Ringwood Hawks BigV career.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic career, hasn't he? He's absolute stalwart champion of the club.
Captain. And this moment won't be lost on Willie Weimer. Could be the last time we see him put points on the board in his career. And he does. Makes the first. Stalwart, champion. He's going to celebrate another title for the Hawks. It'll be their second in 3 seasons.
And a turnover.
And they get it back. Weimer may score again. He will. I spoke too early.
He wasn't giving that up either. He was hanging on to that.
I've just given him the all-time greatest send-off, saying it'll be the last time he ever shoots the ball if he retires.
Silence
and lo
now.
and behold, he comes back with the ball again.
We're giving him nothing on this one.
9-point margin. Misses that one. We spoke about it earlier, Hutchie. Weimer, Snowball, Latham, Cuff, Fennell. Just the experience of this group. Clark.
Yeah,
They're a real unit, aren't they?
They are, and they play their role. They play their role to perfection. You know, we spoke about Scotty Cuff. This is a guy that, you know, has averaged 20 points a game in Division 1 history in his career.
Yep.
Comes to this side and doesn't go out there, force any issues, plays within a system. If he scores, he scores. He's out there for the team, and they've all bought into it.
9 seconds to go, and I reckon for the first time, I've looked over to the sideline, and I've just seen Kenny Harrington, just a little bit of a fist pump with his assistant coaches to say well done. They know it's theirs now.
Snowy's got a smile.
Effort by this club.
Yeah, they're always there.
Let's
always
not forget
there.
their women made the grand final. I'm not sure how they've gone tonight. They were 1 down after last week, but they've made a grand final. Their youth men made a grand final this season. Their youth women made semi-finals. It's been an awesome season for the Ringwood Hawks, and they are about to celebrate the 2016 BigV State Champ Men's title. Second time in 3 years. Second time in 3 years right here at the Chook Shed. Well done to the Ringwood Hawks. Congratulations. Team Green has come up trumps yet again.
Amazing, amazing and well deserved. That's, I dare say it, that championship was won in the first quarter. Building that 20, what was it, 23?
20-3 start it was.
It's a long hill to try and climb, long way to come back, and they've done a fantastic job. Every time Corio made a run, whether it was a call by the referee defensively, or they just came out with big play after big play, stop after stop when they needed it. And congratulations to a worthy champion.
Well, two teams that have a lot of respect for each other. Corio Bay on this very court last year celebrated. The year before they commiserated. Tonight they commiserate again on their home floor. It's a jubilant Ringwood. There's that man, number 5, Nate Champion, who's jumped in. You would think he's going to go very, very close to an MVP of the Grand Final Series. He was unbelievable.
Oh, lights out. Nothing looked like missing. He made some big plays. I think Corio got it back to 6, and he hit that runner fading away out of court when he got fouled. Makes a shot. He had an answer for every play. Every run, you know, if it wasn't him, he was being set up by Snowy. So that 1-2 punch tonight was unbelievable.
So there it is. We'll have a quick look at the final stats. We can tell you that Ringwood's won the game 101-93. Nate Champion finishes with 30. Sean Clark 19. 18 points to Matt Fennell. 11 assists to Matt Snowball. 16 points to Logan Lyle. For Corio Bay, 23 to Michael Rebueller, 19 to Louis Varley, 15 apiece to Jason Reardon and Trevon Clayton, 12 points to Marlo Hicks. We're going to head out with the cameras for the presentations here. Hutchie, great job tonight, mate. You're a superstar. Well done. Thanks for joining us. Great to have you with us.
Thanks. I appreciate the invite, mate. It's been a pleasure. Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, sit back as the cameras roll and enjoy the presentations of the 2016 Big V State Champ men. There they are, your champions, the Ringwood Hawks. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Case they do their presentation the other way. We'll get I hope I've got enough battery to make it. They drop out. It does just swap.